Good morning.
Good morning. It's a morning now.
Hey, see? It's actually morning.
You know me, I can't lie.
You cannot lie?
That was a lie.
That was a lie? We are on Sunday Summit over here again. Got some downgrades to go along. Beautiful day. That's what our load looks like. Pretty heavy. Not anywhere near like max weight, but pretty heavy. Just got some nice square lumber, nice and easy to tarp. Kind of like the simple ones like that. Happy Tuesday. Jess said there'd be no blue sky today. Jess lied. Jess said no blue sky.
I didn't lie. Gosh, it goes back to lying again. The weather forecast lied.
All right. Let's go down. Enjoy the little bit of blue sky while we can. It's not even blue. It's, partially cloudy. I was gonna give the other guy a chance to go, but he seems to be taking his time too. It's just a 53 footer. Usually I try to let them go in front of me, especially when I have a load this heavy. So yesterday's video, what do you think of the stereo? I personally didn't mind at all. Editing, listening, yes, Jess's voice came out of the right and my voice came out of the left. For me, I kind of liked it. It was fine for me. I liked it. Jess says you guys are gonna hate it. We're back on mono today, and then we're gonna stay on mono for the next 2 weeks. If we get more votes for stereo than mono, then we'll switch to stereo.
Oh, that's my cue to talk again.
Yes, you're supposed to talk. You have to entertain the people. You got to play the actor Jess.
Well, you know how much you go blah, 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 and I don't get a word in?
Because you never say anything. You got to speak up. You got to interrupt me.
I don't interrupt people. I have manners.
I'm bad at interrupting people. I'm not good at that. I didn't grow up with manners. Yet my brother is pretty good at not interrupting.
He's taught himself, though.
Maybe because I interrupted him all the time.
Yeah, I just interrupted you. See?
Yeah. Let's do another test.
Oh,
with
what
decibels.
Okay, like what are we testing?
Jess's voice was not very loud in yesterday's stream, but...
Stream?
It was a video, whatever. It wasn't a live stream. Man, it's beautiful clouds. I didn't notice the difference between the cameras. The newest camera is crisper and clearer, but it kind of makes clouds look flat instead of 3D-ish.
Oh.
The other cameras do better with the clouds. Now that I said it, you guys are all going to notice it. Maybe I should have just shut up and not said anything. But the other cameras do a better job of capturing what the clouds really look like. Everything else, the new camera does better, but clouds, the Action Freeze do better than the Action 5.
So you were saying my voice wasn't loud enough?
Your voice wasn't super loud, but I could understand everything you said.
Okay.
The clips I was listening, so I don't have a problem being here at -5 decibels. But maybe some people would want the decibels to go back up. So let's test 0 decibels up here. we go. It's at 0 now.
Okay. How long are we sticking at 0 for?
I don't know. Depends how many corners there are and
Oh, okay.
when I can hit that one button on the touch screen to change decibels.
So, last night turned into a very long night.
Oh boy.
What was it? 10:30? 11? 11 something.
No.
No?
No.
What time did we actually go to bed?
You know what? It might have felt that way to you, but no. We did much better than that.
No, you said 8 hours off. So when we actually went to bed and parked, it was 11.
No. 10:12. We were done at 10:12.
10, 12?
Exactly. Trust me, I did the logbook. We would not have been able to get up at 6 in the morning if it had been 11.
Pretty sure.
Yeah, I don't care what you're sure of. I know what the facts are. The facts are we ended our shift at 10:12, which is like, no big deal. Except that we started at 5:30 in the morning.
It made for a very, very long day.
It made for a long day. We definitely ran illegal drive time yesterday. It was 1.6 kilometers of illegal driving because the road was closed and we just parked, went into sleeper mode, and we were there for about an hour and a half, a little more than an hour. No, 2.5 hours. 2.5 hours.
I was like, I'll call you out on that one.
2.5 hours. And then by that time we were out of hours, and even with the adverse weather button, there wasn't enough there to drive legally. But then you just make a note in the logbook and say, fatal motor vehicle accident, drove to nearest safe place to stop, which was literally 1.6 kilometers down the road, just to get off the highway, right? And then once you stop, you then start your clock of 8 hours.
Oh boy.
Ooh. Pickup and trailer must have started jackknifing and just lost it. Hopefully there was nothing in the trailer, because there's nothing in the trailer now.
I think they were smart enough to remove what was in the trailer because it would never stay.
If there was a snowmobile in the trailer, it's gone now.
Well, this is the corner where you see vehicles with no tires and trailers with no tires. Everybody takes everything here.
Yeah, if you break down and park your vehicle, stuff gets stolen. Okay, now we're at plus 5 decibels. Plus 5. Which means a lot more engine noise, but Jess's voice disappears into the engine noise.
Oh, so probably don't want this one then.
I know there's a few people that like the plus 5 when we tested it 2 weeks ago. 1 or 2 people that like the plus 12. We're not even going to do that. We're just going to stick with the plus 5, 0, and minus 5.
Yeah, stick around that.
Because that's where majority of the votes were, in there. But how is Jess's voice now at plus 5? And do we absolutely must go back to 0, or do we absolutely must go back to minus 5?
You're not even letting me talk.
Oh, go ahead, talk.
I was like, this is never ending. I don't get to talk.
Well, spit it out.
Well, I was going to try to find the next topic to talk about.
Well, we got to continue with yesterday's.
What else happened yesterday?
That was about it.
Oh. Yeah. So, we made it to that rest area.
And then stayed there for 8 hours.
8 hours. Now we're going again. But it was a short night.
Well, I slept a solid 7.5 hours. Heck of a lot better than the night before. So, I felt like I got good sleep. I don't remember waking up a single time.
I woke up cold. I went to bed without blankets. But that was fine.
Usually when you turn the bunk heat on, it always heats the whole bunk up way too warm. And then I did the same thing. I went to bed with blankets, or I think I had just a sheet over me. And then it cools off, and then it's like, oh, now you gotta dig out the blanket. But yeah, that was fine.
Yeah.
In the upper bunk, it's warmer than the lower bunk.
The bunkie, every time it boots up, is like a furnace. Like, it was max temperature, I swear.
Okay, let's go back to -5. There we go, -5. Now you can hear Jess.
Yep.
We'll leave it here for the next 2 weeks. We'll leave it at -2 or -5. And you guys do the vote again. 2 weeks ago, the vote one was at 0. So
Hey, just to throw a -9 out there for weather.
no.
Isn't that the weather right
Oh,
now?
-9 for the weather. Oh,
Oh, yeah, see?
Like-
I gotcha.
you got me.
I
You
knew
got
it.
me all
I
right.
knew what I was doing.
It is -9 Celsius. It is 9 a.m. A lot of 9s here.
Trying to find another one. I didn't look at what it was at the brake check. What?
Nope, can't say it. I had an awful joke.
No. The giggling is already telling me I don't want to know. I'm gonna keep this PG-13.
Yes, PG-13 it is. Okay. Anyhow, moving on.
It's like your vehicle just stopped here.
Yeah, it's a steep uphill. Somebody commented this in the comments that said that the shifter, the automatic shifter, seems a bit slow to make shifts. And just like here, that was the perfect example. It went to make a shift and was too slow to get to that gear that it needed to shift into. So instead of going down half a gear, or I guess one gear down, instead of going down 1 gear, we ended up going down 3 gears because it took too long to shift. So we lost all our momentum. I would not recommend an automatic transmission for logging roads or back roads. I just don't think the automatic would shift fast enough for some of those crucial inclines. If you miss a shift here, you spin out and you're stuck.
Yeah, that'd be horrible.
You need a manual transmission for any kind of forestry work. I think any forestry company that starts buying automatics is insane. It works fine for the highways. Every now and then we have a hill steep enough where it becomes a problem. But for the most part, for highway driving, the automatic is fine. Guys, I gotta shake my head at you guys sometimes. Some of you guys are not the brightest knife in the drawer.
Okay.
Like, I was off for Christmas, guys. This 2 weeks ago. Remember the fall videos from 2 weeks ago? Beautiful, beautiful fall videos from 2 weeks ago. The very first comment on there, this looks like it's summer. It's like, yes, and you're right. And I clearly talked that it's fall in the video. It's an extra video, and you guys are watching this long after I recorded it. Sometimes it's like, yeah, did you not pay attention? I guess it could be the first time they've ever watched one of my videos. And they just don't understand.
Don't you explain it within the first few minutes?
I explain, I didn't give a date in that video, I don't think. But I do explain that, hey, this is an extra video. I recorded this ahead of time. You guys are watching this long after the fact, and we're in fall driving these beautiful highways, blah, blah, blah. So yeah. Well, they've sprayed beet juice on the fast lane on here. Mm-hmm. They're worried about the snow coming in tonight.
It's supposed to be snow and then freezing rain.
I almost hope that we don't get a reload today and we have to wait to reload tomorrow morning.
Yeah.
It'd be better than driving through this freezing rain tonight.
It's supposed to be after midnight, but yeah. The weather forecast has been wrong a couple times already today.
Yeah. Like a little bit of blue sky.
Listen here.
Minus 9.5. Eastgate here is usually the coldest part of this trip. All the way from Castlegar to Vancouver, right over here, usually ends up being the coldest.
I still hear something jingling back there.
Well, that's probably a backpack or something back there, yeah. We were listening to music, that's why you stopped hearing it. I turned the radio on. Now that we turned the radio off.
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. We're fine. So, I guess with it being minus 9.5, these roads, if they look wet, they're actually icy. I don't think the beet juice can keep wet road at minus 9.5. I don't think beet juice keeps that side wet.
I'm not actually sure the limitations of it.
I guess I could go drive onto it and see if we get spray. Oh, we are getting spray. We are getting spray on there. So it is wet, but the wet might be the beet juice itself. But it is wet. Oh yeah, he's producing a lot of spray too. So our doctor emailed us. I think our doctor's calling in sick. Probably just a blanket email to everybody that has appointments today.
I'm trying to read the email. Just give me a moment.
Staying at minus 9.5. What a beautiful day. As far as visually beautiful. Might be cold and miserable out there. It's visually quite beautiful.
Oh, that's a bummer. She suffered a minor head injury while skiing.
Oh, she was skiing on the weekend.
So she says it'll take her a long time. I don't know. She doesn't go into details, but she's a professional, right? Eventually she goes on this plane. How she's gonna...
So we might not have our doctor for a few weeks.
She's still gonna be working. She's just talking about how access to this and how she's like Basically, I'm gonna take care of my oncology patients, or fill out if you need forms for medical, it might take longer. Like,
got it.
it's a whole email that goes on and on and on. Yeah, that's a bummer. She's a really nice doctor.
Yeah, we were lucky to get her.
She's a sweetheart. And I never have to worry about like wanting a test or anything and her saying no. Like it's always like,
A little bit of sun hitting the top of the mountain.
It's a bummer though, because taking time off and stuff was like, it's not cool if you're that injured.
Yeah. I thought you just said she was going to be working.
Yeah, but not as much as she wants to be working, basically.
Corners are always fun to roll through Manning Park. Yeah, I guess I should update. We loaded this yesterday. We did manage to get it loaded. Talked about yesterday, we weren't sure if we'd make it in time, but we did. We made it in time. Got loaded yesterday. A little bit behind because of that car accident, but we're still going to deliver this today. But we're going to be far enough behind that I don't think we're going to have time to reload. The boss is looking into it, but he also thinks most likely we have to reload tomorrow morning, which means we're going to have the whole afternoon off like a normal person. We're going to work till 3 o'clock, 3:30, give or take. Find a spot to park, probably the truck stop. Depending on where our reload is, we might. We'll have to look at it then.
So we're ahead of schedule, but we're behind at the same time.
We were way ahead of schedule yesterday, so we managed to reload yesterday early. But the car accident put us back, so that we're probably back on the original schedule. But so we're behind schedule according to our new plans, but our old plans were actually way ahead of schedule. The old plans were to deliver this, or to load this today morning and deliver it tomorrow morning. So worst case, I deliver this today, and tomorrow we get to go at 7 a.m. and reload at 7 a.m. wherever we're reloading, instead of reloading at 9 or 9:30 a.m. because we have to unload this first. So even then, we're still ahead of schedule. Even if we only get to reload tomorrow, we're still ahead of schedule. So it's all good.
At the same time, you were kind of hoping to get reloaded today. But
I was.
Yeah.
I was hoping to be really, really ahead of schedule. And by the way, we're doing 91 kilometers an hour. Speed limit here is 100. I'm going as fast as we can. This is a steady uphill. We're on a 1% grade uphill. And every now and then we get a little steeper section like this over here, where we hit 2% uphill. Excuse me. So we're consistently just pulling uphill. I can't get up to speed limit for a lot of these. We are following a river, and rivers flow downhill. And if you're going to drive upriver, you know you're going to be pulling uphill the whole way.
What? You said we're going downhill.
A little dip. You can't count a little dip as downhill.
just have to be a pain in the butt today.
Excuse me. Today. You're a pain in the butt today.
Every day.
Okay. Well, I can settle on that. Those are some truthful facts. Today's all about truth and lies, huh?
You're just signing yourself up for some crazy comments.
The sun's just barely peeking over the mountains behind us. I think that might make some beautiful rear-facing shots. Just watch the whole video, it's just rear-facing because I like it so much. I would sure get some interesting comments then.
Gorgeous snow on the trees though.
Best time to drive through a mountain is after a snowfall, when the snow is still on the trees. Once you get a strong wind to come through, all that snow on the trees disappears. This snowfall was what, 2 days ago? 2 or 3 days ago.
Yeah, I'm not sure. But what's different about it is the snowplows haven't knocked the snow off either. The trees, like usual.
Interesting. You're right. We're lugging at 1200 RPM here. On auto mode. Not even in manual.
I always forget that Manning Park has skiing.
There's a ski hill?
Yeah.
I forget that too. Where does Manning Park have a ski hill?
I think you turn off here to go, or is it just skis?
I think that's cross-country skiing, right?
Cross-country skiing, maybe?
I think that's cross-country skiing.
It could be. Maybe they don't have a ski hill. Maybe it's just, yeah.
All right. I'm going to actually manually downshift because I want some more RPMs for this hill. So for the person asking if you can get the truck to lug, it does it itself in auto mode every now and then. Oh, come on.
This is something I haven't had to complain about. I'm getting blinded.
What are you getting blinded by? My mirror?
My mirror and...
Oh yeah, everything's reflecting, all the chrome.
Yeah.
Don't worry, I don't clean the chrome. It could be even more blinding.
Oh, thank goodness you don't clean it. Oh. Look at this gorgeous blue sky up ahead.
I don't know if this is slippery, but it's gonna put one locker on anyway. Still at minus 9.5. Yeah.
I keep looking for snow donuts.
You're looking for what?
Snow donuts.
Snow donuts. I haven't seen much of those this year yet.
I've seen the balls, lots of them, but not the actual donut bit missing.
It happens every year when the temperatures are just right. Snow does these mini avalanches, and snow rolls down the mountain, creating a donut or a wheel. Instead of becoming a snowball, it makes a snow donut. Yeah.
There's more to it than what you think. It also takes a particular wind and temperature.
The right wind, the right temperature, the conditions have to be just right to make the snow donuts, or else they just become snowballs.
See?
What?
My great aunt was sharing something about on social media, and then my uncle and I were commenting. I was like, we get this all the time over here. Like, to them it's foreign. I'm like, if I get some good photos, I'll share them.
To them, it's what sorcery is this? And for us, it's like, oh yeah, we see this every year.
But then you think, oh, we must live in a very unique area for it to be this common. Your trees are just beautiful on your side of the river.
It's absolutely gorgeous.
Too bad you have a sun glare off that mirror.
Yep, definitely blinding light in my rear-facing cam and my mirror cam, or the left-sided cam. The two hood cams are doing really good. Still the Smilkameen River we're following here. Wait, are we? Yes, we still are. Yep, that's still the Smilkameen River. We haven't made it to Allison Summit yet. This is where I fed the crows last time. My leftover sausage.
Yeah. I don't know why you decided to give in to that. You've been so good about it. And now you're going to have friends for life.
Yeah. Crows know at truck stops or at brake checks. If a semi pulls into a brake check, crows always show up. And sometimes I feed them.
But you've been
Probably
pretty good. You, like, 99% of the time, you're like, absolutely not. Absolutely not.
I know. Shouldn't feed them, because then they become reliant on you, right?
No,
I think like almost every trucker in the world feeds them there, so.
None of that for me is what you feed them. A lot of it's not healthy for them.
Oh yeah, you gotta make sure you give them food that's not, yeah.
See, what a lot of people don't feed them, but they should, is give them a peanut that's still in the shell.
Ah, peanuts in the shell. Oh look, there's more beet juice going onto the roads. This time he's doing the slow lanes.
Because then you're giving them food that they still have to work for to get out.
Yeah. Raw peanuts or roasted?
I'm not sure. Oh, clear note.
Yeah, they're working on the shoulders, clearing the snow off the shoulders. That way they have room to push the snow off the sides next time it snows. Alright, let's do our Allison brake check. I think it's so beautiful outside, I'm gonna have to make a longer video again.
It's absolutely gorgeous.
I think we have a map for this, but the map probably ended right here. Do we just keep going longer than the map said so in the beginning of the video?
Yep.
Oh.
Like, don't run over your friend.
I wouldn't want to run over our friend. This brake check is uphill, so I like to go to the end where it's flatter. Sometimes you end up getting stuck at the brake check. It sucks when you have to chain up just to get out of a brake check. Let's go. That 53-footer never caught up with us.
Oh, maybe he's still there, taking a long break.
That vehicle's in the other lane, thank you. Kind of hard to see when you're getting blinded behind you. Done with your pictures?
Oh, done?
Oh, not done with your pictures. I'll take more. I'm not stopping you.
I've been sharing a few on Discord lately.
Okay.
We do have a Discord, not for the trucking channel, but
We do?
I said not.
Oh, we do? Okay.
But you can join our gaming one.
Join our gaming Discord. Yeah, if you want to share photos and link, join our gaming Discord. I don't know if that's in the description down below. Who should add it?
I don't know if I could manage 2 different Discords.
Yeah. Just use the same gaming Discord. Here we go. Summit, Allison Summit, 1,342 meters.
If enough people had interest, I could create a thread just for trucking.
Trucking thread on that same Discord. Oh, yeah, that'd be, yeah. Oh, that's another thing. Some of you guys have gone and looked at that shipping address down below and sent us Christmas cards. Canada Post went on strike, so we are now getting your Christmas cards. Thank you. That was a neat surprise.
Yes, thank you.
It's like, what is this? We're getting messages that there's mail for us? Someone's using our post box? Don't send us anything that you wouldn't be able to put in a mailbox. Envelopes, basically, if it fits in an envelope, you can send it to the address down below. I guess it could be a bubble envelope too, but
I don't quite remember the rules to it, but yeah.
basically it has to go through the post and not through a delivery service.
Exactly. I mean, I guess you can send bigger boxes through that, but
But how do you know that who you're shipping it with is going to send it through the post?
well, you have to go to the Canada Post outlet and send it through there.
In Canada that would work.
Ah,
But what if you're in Europe? How do you send something and guarantee it comes through Canada Post? That is, you're not thinking big picture. If U.S. probably what is it? UPS? Nope. USPS. There we go. USPS would probably send to Canada Post too. But for the rest of the world, I'm not sure how you would make sure of that. I guess you could talk to your local post office and tell them this has to be delivered via Canada Post. Or else we don't get it at that address.
you actually have to go pick up a package when you get home. I don't know if it's a package, a parcel, a letter, something. Got more mail. It's awesome.
Yeah, it's kind of neat seeing mail come in from you guys. So thank you for that. We really appreciate it.
It took like a month and a half to get my birthday cards. I haven't got Christmas cards yet from my relatives. So they're probably
You're
still
getting birthday cards now.
yeah. My birthday was at the end of November, so I mean.
So your Christmas card's going to show up in a month.
Yeah, my dad and I have a joke. It might be April. We're joking that it might be April before.
It might be April.
Yeah.
Well, Canada Post has literally a warehouses full of mail that are just sitting there waiting to be delivered. Hopefully nobody sent stuff that would go bad.
Can't imagine. I know people that sign up for like HelloFresh and stuff, and they get it
Yeah.
bad.
Yeah, services like HelloFresh work great if you are near a big city center and the mail gets to you quickly.
Yep.
If you're out in the sticks, Service like that is kind of useless to you.
Well, for a lot of ours, they come from Vancouver, Calgary, and then have to get shipped to the Okanagan. So if you have a road closed for a day or two,
Yep, you gotta make it over the mountain.
I've thought about doing those services before just to get some good recipes. But I think there's some people that share them already.
Illegal HelloFresh recipes being shared online.
Pretty much.
We're definitely doing speed limit now. This hill is very tempting for semi-trucks to go way over speed limit. Don't do it, guys. Don't do it. There is a reason why so many semi-trucks roll these next couple corners here. When the highway goes back down to 2 lanes, you better get your butt down to 70 kilometers and then 50 kilometers an hour. And if you're coming into this at 110, 115, good luck getting there slowed down. We call this the reload corners because so many trucks get reloaded here. It has been a while. I think people have been learning their lessons. That one time when we had 2 in a row within weeks.
Yep, I remember that.
I think it was within 2 weeks. You had two rollovers around these corners. It's like, oh, we should take those corners a little more seriously. And even trucking companies paid attention. I know at Sutco we got emails, hey, we are setting our GPS speed to 40 kilometers on these corners. So if you end up doing more than 50, you're going to be hearing from us. I like being aggressive up these corners when I'm empty. Kind of fun. Going as fast, little carving corners uphill. But even then, I'm not going super fast. Jess has looked at me and I go, a little too aggressive? She goes, yeah, a little too aggressive.
Something like that.
I'm like, this is how I take the corners when you're not in here.
Well, thanks for downgrading yourself when I'm around, I guess.
Cedar Creek. It flows into Cedar Creek flows into lots of people roll over here too. Lots of pickups and stuff. Cars, you always end up in the ditch on these corners. Usually not a big rig. I will think of the river name here. Skagit. Skagit.
I had it right away and it's like, I'm just gonna wait.
Cedar Creek flows into Skagit. So the source of the Skagit is here somewhere.
It's only -4 now.
-4, yeah. Warming right up. Still lots of blue sky-ish. They're thin clouds. They're very thin clouds. We're getting sun.
You sit a little bit lower than I do, but for me, I might see a sliver of blue sky right now. Like I really don't see the sky.
Oh, yeah, in the big rig when you're sitting, like you literally, we cannot see the sky.
Once in a while like this,
Right
I
there,
see
you
it.
can see a little sliver of sky in the background. You guys get a much better view than we do because you guys are sitting like 3 feet in front of us, right against the windshield. You guys get that wide lens from the seat of the truck.
We have like cab stuff.
Yeah, from the seat of the truck, you guys get to see this. It's like, sky? What sky? We don't get to see the sky. You guys get to see the sky. We don't get to see the sky. Not in the mountains like this.
Is that a snowplow in front of us?
Could be. Could be.
Nope.
As we keep losing altitude over here, coming down Alice, and the sun hasn't quite risen everywhere yet. We've got the big mountains still between us and the sun. Here the sun's almost made it to the highway. It's funny, these vehicles pass you in places, and then as soon as you get, where it's 4 lane, they come flying by you, and as soon as you're down to 2 lane, all of a sudden they don't know how to drive. That's a Skagit River right there. Although this van did pass us at the brake check, so I can't really say they, yeah, that's my bad. Either way, they're a little timid on 2 lane. Just try to get caught right up with them for the uphill. Apparently they're not going to do the uphill fast either. Oh, they're going to pull way ahead of us on the uphill. We'll go through these little narrow corners. I think I call these the gnarly section of Highway 3. Go through these gnarly sections here, and then I think we'll call it a day. The video's a nice long one again. Keep making the videos too long. I always regret it once I'm editing them. But I know some of you guys love them. Well, you said there'd be a plow up ahead. We're now at 5,500 subscribers.
Which is so amazing.
And we got enough members that we need 2 pages at the end of the video for credits. The 3rd page is going to be finer print. So if you guys want your name on full size, you better get on that list before the first 2 pages get full. Because if you're going to be on the 3rd page, it's going to be much finer print. Maybe not right away, but as the 3rd page fills up, will become finer print.
And then we have an amazing amount of members in our gaming channel as well.
Yep. Lots of members. In fact, the gaming channel, if you're not a member, you didn't want to be a member, because we had Whiskey Creek Farms jump into there and give out 50 free memberships. It's insane. Couldn't believe it. I was just in shock. Like my mouth was just hanging open on the live webcam. It was like, what just happened? That's a $250 donation. Having said that, he's probably going to get reimbursed for part of that, because we didn't have enough people in there to win 50 memberships. Yeah, the gaming channel has been phenomenal the last 2-3 months in support. And here too, you guys keep supporting us. We get a member here and there, super chat here and there.
I'm really excited about where our channels are going.
Yeah, it's we're growing, guys. We're growing. We're not bleeding money anymore. I see light at the end of the tunnel where we're going to pay all the cameras off. We're going to pay everything. Everything will finally be paid off. I can see it. I know it doesn't mean we're not going to buy better, and we're going to keep buying better equipment slowly, but it'd be awesome to the point where we don't lose money on the channel anymore.
Just sooner your battery's red on this camera.
Batteries are going red?
Yeah.
Well, I guess we went around the gnarly corners, so good time to end the video. Batteries are about to die. So thank you guys so much for watching. Super appreciate you guys. You guys absolutely rock.
Adios.